We actually have Sonia, who's coming up. Her husband is inside of the concentration camp, and so we're going to have him speak to you all.
But he's telling me that the officers are trying him, like cursing, saying bad words, tell him to go back to where they came from. To the water, the rain that was here a couple of weeks ago, he has fungus in his feet.
Hey, it's Jordan with Status Coup.
This is Ashley with Status Coup.
On the ground.
In Philadelphia.
Flint, Michigan, East Palestine, Ohio. Please support the leading independent news outlet on the ground.
Covering what the corporate media covers up.
Fue trasladado de Orlando lo llevaron para Orlando para.
So her son was basically pulled over for a traffic stop and was put on an ICE detainer. She was told that he was going to be held a total of 48 hours, and then he was transferred over to this detention center, concentration camp.
De ahí está aquí desde el día 5, el día.
Her son was detained on the 5th. On the 11th of this month, he had a medical emergency and he was transferred over to Kendall Hospital, where he was operated. He had surgery because of a series of hemorrhoids. She was unable to communicate with her son for a total of 4 days while this emergency procedure happened.
We actually have Sonia, who's coming up. Her husband is inside of the concentration camp, and so we're going to have him speak to you all.
Okay, papi, okay, pórtate bien, te quiero, bye. His name is Rafael Colado. He came to the United States in 1980, and he did made a mistake, but he paid for it. For 10 years, he's been visiting the Miramar ICE Center, and they always send him back. We went on Monday, and it was like 3 or 4 hours that they had us there, and he never came back out. He didn't call me until the next day due to the fact that his blood pressure went up and they took him to the infirmary. But he's telling me that the officers are trying him, like cursing, saying bad words, tell him to go back to where they came from, and so on. And due to the water, the rain that was here a couple of weeks ago, he has fungus in his feet. And the food, they'll give him breakfast at 12 o'clock, then at 2 o'clock they'll give him lunch, and at 4 o'clock they'll give him dinner. So that's not enough time for them to do the job. Anyways, this place is a cage. It's for dogs, and they don't deserve to be here no matter what. They're humans.
That's right.
And not only my husband, but there's a lot of people like that, and we love him. And he's been doing good for the past 10 years. He's been doing good with the law, with everything. He was working and everything. And they have him there. They don't know where they're gonna send him because they don't know yet. And he's been there yesterday was 2 weeks that he's been there.
Support this critically important on-the-ground reporting as a Status Coup member and get great perks. Become a member right here.
So, yo quiero que cierren este lugar.
That's right.
Yeah. Que lo cierren.
Yeah. And shut the whole thing down.
Yeah, shut the whole thing down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
So on the 11th, the 4th day of him being in medical care, the hospital basically said this is not a recovery hospital. We have to release him. So he was released and transferred back to this concentration camp, and she wants to emphasize that this is a concentration camp and those are the conditions that her son is suffering right now. So immediately after the surgery, he's back in here. So she wants to emphasize that her son has not been giving medicine or adequate medical care. He actually suffered from an infection post-surgery, and despite that, he is in here. Basically the only medicine that he has been giving inside of this concentration camp, which we have heard from other family members who have loved ones in there, is an aspirin to basically alleviate pain.
Y lo volvieron a traer para acá el día 18.
So on the 16th, as he's suffering from these chest pains, he started asking for medical care, demanding medical care. He's suffering from these chest pains. The other people in detention basically started yelling about this person's condition, and I just want to clarify that we have the recordings of this phone call and we can hear the yelling in the background, and it has been reported. So on the 16th, he's transferred back to Kendall because of these aggravated chest pains. She did not hear from her son for 2 days while this is happening. Imagine, a mother not even able to talk to her son while this is happening. And then finally, on the 18th, he's transferred back over to the detention camp here. On the 20th, he's put on the infirmary inside of there, which is basically a glorified tent. That's all there is, without medicine, without proper medical care. And he's basically held in the infirmary. He's chained, handcuffed while in the infirmary since the 20th until 10 a.m. of yesterday, when she was finally able to get in touch with her son. And he's finally released back to general population from the infirmary. So she said something very important before we got the call. Her son has been held inside of this facility for 17 days. So I want to get into a little bit of the legalese of that, what that means. They're supposed to be holding people there for only 14 days. Moreover, this place is operating without a 287G contract or an IGSA, meaning they are illegally detaining people in there past their due time. So her son has been there for 17 days, and she also wanted to reiterate, her son, 35 years old, has ¿cuántos años tenía la hija?
Mi hija 35.
La hija.
2 y medio.
So he has a daughter, her son, who's 2.5 years old. She can't sleep at night. She's very stressed. She's having panic attacks. You know how daughters are with their fathers. It's messed up. This is evil, guys. This is evil, and it needs to be reported as such. So again, she wants to reiterate, she wants this concentration camp closed.
That's right.
She wants her son freed. The conditions, again, she wants to reiterate, are terrible. They're giving 3 minutes to eat their meal once a day. The food is rancid. The security guards are abusive. And we want to emphasize that they are security guards. They are contractors that are not qualified to do this job, and this job shouldn't be done in the first place. They are contractors that they hired through no-bid contracts. So again, they are not giving a chance to shower. They can shower once a week. They're giving moldy towels. It's just horrific, depraved conditions.
Los oficiales te hablan como si uno estuviera preso, te faltan el respeto, tratando que uno le responda para atrás, para tomar acciones violentas contra uno. Y también ahora lo han cambiado a todo el mundo, todos los días nos cambian, a las 3 de la mañana se mueven para aquí, se mueven para allá, y casi no te dan dormir, es como una tortura mental que están usando para ver si alguien se revela o se revira para entonces ellos usar la violencia. Los baños nos están dando una vez 3 veces a la semana. Saben que ellos como tienen, se mueven de aquí para allá, a veces uno se mete 2 y 3 días con bañar. Lo no dejan tener las toallas. Yo mismo tengo los pies, los veo dentro de los pies, estoy cogiendo hongos, tengo hongos. Y las enfermeras, para entonces, como hay mala ubicación y siempre lo están moviendo, las medicinas las cogemos tarde de la noche. Yo mismo tengo la presión alta y tengo que estar tomando medicina regularmente por la mañana, la tomo como a las 10, a las 11, no hay un horario fijo. Y de por ahí para allá que el pueblo vaya, es terrible lo que estamos pasando.
Y que le entraba agua a la capa cuando llovía.
Sí, también.
Y le entra y lo tienen ahí, esos son jaulas. Con... Ok, papi, ok, pórtate bien, te quiero, bye.